save your soul.
Ooh. You sound weird. It's me, though. It's me. This woman spilled the drink on herself twice.
You know this one? Bright Light City, gonna set my soul. What is gonna set my soul on?
Yeah. I set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn. So get those stakes up higher. I'm out.
A lot of money that's ready to burn.
Get those stakes up higher. There's a whole lot of women. I don't know. He's there. Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Yeah. And that's how you
I don't know. The finish felt like Dred Zeppelin's. I actually collect that song. I have a lot of versions.
Okay, you guys want to hear my Soylent Green story?
Yes.
Okay. So you know how there's this thing going around on Facebook about this new drink, Soylent Green 2.0, 2.1 or something? Okay, well, there's one going around and people are taking this stuff down. And the comments are the funny part. You know, it's just like, are they kidding me? I am not drinking anything called Soylent. You know, all these great, quotes and everything. And Tom had reminded me of the Soylent Green are made of people. You know, and I'm like, and then
Green is made out of people! People! They said they changed the recipe, but they didn't.
Exactly.
Did they say they changed?
People!
I don't remember that they said they changed the recipe.
That was Teal, which was a very poorly received sequel.
I never saw the sequel.
Yeah, it was a very popular furniture color back in the 1980s.
The one color I tell my fashion people I will not wear. Anyway, that's just me, though. I think Randy looks great in teal. So.
Yeah, I didn't look good.
Yeah, it's a good one. So I wanted to find that clip, and so we found it and we watched it, and then I highlighted it because I went to look for Soylent Green, the original post, and lo and behold, Angela, as soon as I opened my Facebook newsfeed, there it was. It's like circulating. It found me.
It's stalking you.
And then I got distracted because I remember I was I'm trying to remember what came first now, but I also had copied and pasted that German chocolate cake recipe, and I was going to post that because I think you saw that post. And I thought
I did later, I think.
Okay, cool. Well, then what happened was, so I went to the Soylent Green. I'm like, okay, I'm going to post that great scene because no one else posted it. Everybody's just making comments. No one's posting that great clip. And so I posted it. You know, it sometimes takes a while to think. I was like, and I hit send. Next thing I know, it's the German chocolate cake recipe that goes in the post. With no explanation, just the recipe. So I'm like, oh my God. And you know, the newsfeed moved so fast I couldn't find it again. Like, you know what? I've
had that day too. I have. Okay, so you can pick which one is the stupidest. Doing that or spilling the same drink on yourself twice in two different outfits.
Today. I was curious what kind of drinks were those? Was it a color attraction?
The drink was, I had made it at home, and it was a smoothie, and it was in a really tall glass, and I had made it at home, but I didn't have any straws. And so if I'd had straws, but I kept tipping it, and I wouldn't be paying enough attention, it's like, be present. and I'd hit that point, that pivot point, and the next thing you know, ice is heading towards my face.
Oh no! And how
Twice.
Okay, you get props.
Oh.
Brand. That was twice.
Oh,
right?
twice. I'm not sure. I think these might have been my mother's glasses.
I like them.
Boy, they're scratched though, but they are really nice. I wonder if I could polish them and tighten them.
Well, if they're made of glass and not made of people, although those do look a little
Made of
green,
people.
there is a scratch thing
They are green.
you can get.
I think they're plastic, but I think maybe you still can buff out. My dad used to do that sort of thing all the time.
You're good.
So,
So I do want to give a quick shout out too for the band of the day. There's a new CD release out by a band called Orbis Max and Friends. This album, it's now available on Amazon and iTunes. They are currently already working on their second album. So here is the link.
how do you spell the name? Orbits? Orbs? Say it again.
It's it's different. It's Orbis. Oh, I hope I had that right.
Oh, okay. Orbis. That's interesting.
Orbis. Orbis Max and
Orbis Max.
so.
And what type of music?
Randy, you can't pull that up, can you? Can that be shared here? Because it's hard to I have a hard time trying to explain music. Then it's my opinion. So there they are. Yay! Congratulations!
Yay! Yay!
Cool.
I will check them out later this evening, or maybe tomorrow morning.
Cool. Okay. And now moving on with Las Vegas.
That's right.
So what do you think of when you think Las Vegas?
What do I think of when I think Las Vegas? Now, see, that's such a loaded question because Vegas was probably number 2 on the places that I really, really wanted to go. So I've been there a few times and I've been there at least 5 days once. So, yeah. Because I think Rat Pack, which is vintage Vegas, but I also think very now things, although I'm probably already outdated by that. And I also think that I want to go with you and we have to go on the stratosphere and off that tower. Somebody has to go off the tower with me at night. I've never been found anyone who will do it.
I will do that with you, yes.
At night. I've done the tower before in Auckland, New Zealand.
Okay.
The stratosphere is actually taller, but it's not as scary as it looks. Don't worry about it. I've done all these high things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're zip lining or whatever. The tower, it's deceptive. It's not as scary as you think. Although if you watch videos, man, people really get into mind thing and themselves out. They really do.
Yeah. And then
So who was your favorite Rat Packer?
I think mine for a long time, because we tend to switch off. Whenever we do Vegas, we switch the theme. So one year we did Sammy Davis Jr., and he was the highlight of the trip, even though we still went to see Rat Pack. Where are you, Frank? Here's Frank right here.
God.
Right. I'm a Sammy girl myself. So
He likes blondes.
So I got my fedora.
Sammy, the next time around, dude. Or if you're back already, I don't care about the age. If it's Sammy.
Love it. Yeah, I was actually going to try to learn Candyman, and I just thought, with only 10 minutes to go, I was doing pretty badly. I can make it into a 3-chord song, and it wasn't working.
Right. Plus, it was today. I mean, I wouldn't even try it.
When we've seen the Rat Pack, I know that Sammy did Mr. Bojangles.
That's true.
He
Mr.
did
Bojangles.
As Long as She Needs Me.
That's right.
What a Fool I Am.
That's right. That was a signature song. Hey, watch it. I can't see the audience.
If you Google it and you look on YouTube, they used to do some great shows that are actually up on YouTube. And Frank and Sammy would do Me and My Shadow practically as a standard.
Yep.
For the gag.
One. I didn't think to even learn that one.
And I'll definitely follow it up. There is a great Rat Pack DVD. It's them not in Vegas, and it's around 65, but it's like the only known full like Vegas style performance of that era, which is really good. And they have the tribute show in Vegas, which is fantastic. They had a couple of them going at one point in time. Now it's just back down to the one, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater and never comes late. She'd never bother with men that she'd hate. No, sir. That's why it is a trap. She loves that free cuckoo wind in her hair.
That would be Angela. But that's not Angela.
She hates California. It's cold and it's down. That's why ladies are tramp.
You didn't come to the right places, lady.
I could just see the breeze blowing in your hair, but that was about it.
I do actually. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah, I know what she's doing.
It has been hot as Hades, so I do have fans going. No, it's not moving it, though.
Usually, yeah, I like when it does.
What?
So there's also, what we get a big kick out of is going to see
a good old Elvis tribute in Las Vegas. They used to have like 4 or 5 of those suckers going on at once.
Oh my gosh, they have the Elvis Museum. You get a free teddy bear.
They have
Elvis.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So is there less Elvis stuff than there used to be?
Now,
I think so.
Now there's just a lot of Elvis walking around the street.
Yeah, they throw on the suit and
they just
haven't
hang
showered
out.
in a few weeks.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They got the really bad.
Like near Grauman's with actors, like Marilyn Monroe and Charlie Chaplin and stuff, like that.
In Hollywood are usually pretty good. Like we walk down Hollywood Boulevard, and these are just like don't even want to go near them.
Oh yeah, there was one guy who was in a king tut outfit with these little tiny little panties, these gold panties. My kids like.
Though that's right. It's right. Go Google the Steve Martin. The pants are right.
One Elvis show that I think everybody should go to see. There's a gentleman named Big Elvis who plays at Haraz Casino in the piano bar, Dueling Piano Bar, and he's fantastic. He does free shows, and I think he keeps winning best free show in Vegas year after year. And the guy really does. If you go there, I mean, he's bigger than Elvis ever got, way bigger than Elvis ever got. But he has got this amazing voice, and he seriously close your eyes and you're in heaven. He just really captures that whole later Elvis thing.
At Harrah's?
Yeah, Harrah's Casino.
He's got a beautiful
voice.
It's
It's amazing, and he's a really super sweet guy. Somebody needs to do a documentary on him.
Yeah, we were thinking you would. And last year, my featured picture of Vegas said, "We're sorry, Big Elvis will not be performing today."
Yeah.
Like, aww.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that picture. I actually do.
And then Johnny and Marie canceled. We had to get our money back. It was just like a disaster.
So do you guys have like a timeshare there?
We actually stay at a timeshare. We don't go down that timeshare path because we can figure out a deal you can get really cheap. But the place is amazing, and it is a timeshare kind of place.
Right.
But we try to rent it for a week from somebody who has a timeshare at a greatly reduced price.
Right. Yeah, and then you don't get stuck with them because they tend to.
Right.
But I wouldn't have never said that.
True. Yeah. And we did the whole tour thing, and they take you on the timeshare tour. We've done that a couple of times, but
You need to do the Neon Boneyard.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Neon Boneyard.
I've done it. It was good.
We were trying to figure out. We were down at the Peppermill, and we were trying to figure out what happened to that really cool hotel lobby that used to look like a conch shell or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was really pleased to read that they'd actually moved that thing out in its entirety now, and that's like
wow, that's cool. That wasn't there when I was there, but it is a really cool place to go. Although,
great old signs.
Depending on the month, right out there in the sun, so it's hot. It's very hot. Prepare for hot. But otherwise, it's fantastic. We took pictures. They had just done the CSI episode where they had had somebody die on that W. So the W was there.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. That's awesome.
I can't remember what the W is from, but it's an old casino.
So is that far from the Strip? Is it in town or is it really far out?
No, it's pretty much in town because I'm trying to think. How did we get there? We flew in. So we didn't have a car, so it wasn't far. I think we took a cab.
No, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I've always seen pictures and I've always wanted to go. They have the Silver Slipper there and like all those crazy old signs. Thank God, because they're when we were there.
Yeah, Riviera is gone.
Yeah,
Riviera is gone.
Yeah, it's in the process of we were waiting for a table at the and they were just clearing out all the floors and just debris was going everywhere. So not fully imploded.
The first time I was ever in Vegas, I stayed at the Riviera. It was for an ABA book convention, and my boss flew there. And Riviera. And it was funny because they had that one show, Splash or whatever it was, for like ever. It was always up on now. Went to the billboardy type part.
Are we freezing or are you freezing?
I'm sorry.
Oh, not temperature-wise. Freezing us, please. Us. Okay, say all that again.
Yeah, say that. First time you went to Vegas, you stayed at the Riviera.
I stayed at the Riviera, and I worked at a bookstore, and it was at an ABA convention. And for the longest time they used to have the show Splash, and it seemed like it was up on the outside of that building just forever, like 20 years plus. But that's the Riviera. Yeah. I mean, it had to go, but it was still there.
Yeah.
It was like, wow. The Sands was the saddest one, though.
That's that whole thing. I saw the video of that imploding, but that was truly like the most historic landmark from that original era.
Yeah.
Tropicana is still there. It doesn't. They still have those old garden rooms that were originally there. The grounds and the pool are pretty much in the same spot. But I mean, they've updated that pretty much.
It's funny because when I think of any of them performing, I always just in my head put it at the Sands, although it's not always at the Sands. I don't know. There's something about the Sands.
That was Flamingo were the two main like big gig kind of places back in the 50s and 60s.
Now Flamingo's still there, right?
Flamingo is still there, and the original rooms are still there, and they recently got around to upgrading them.
And the ghost is still there.
Apparently, there's the ghost of Bugsy Siegel.
Malone?
Bugsy Siegel.
Oh,
right?
You're right. It's Siegel.
Bugsy Malone was a cartoon. No, I don't know. Bugsy Siegel was the guy who invented. He's the one who invented Las Vegas.
Yeah, and he's making sure everything's cool at the hotel.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm talking too much.
Well, that's awesome.
What's screwing up the sound. So talk. I was just asking. The Flamingo's still there, right?
Yes. Flamingo is.
I'll type.
Definitely.
So that's like the last one.
Uh-oh.
Well, except downtown. Except.
Yeah, Fremont has all the old.
Yeah, that's
what about the Orleans though?
That's gone. I mean, that wasn't even an original one. Oh. But you talk about like the original ones that were on the strip. On the main part of the strip, I think Flamingo is pretty much
the glass.
I think Flamingo's last.
Now there is a place. There's a place called the Diamond Inn. That's right, kind of it's like right near the actual Vegas sign. So it's one of those dodgy little motels that are right there that are still left, and that actually dates back to I think like the late 40s. So you can still stay there, and not that you'd want to. We did stay there once, and it was kind of like one of those things where maybe a horror movie thought. But they have this amazing pink elephant out front. That's actually from Disney World, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a long story.
That's a long story.
I looked it up because I thought this is.
I like that sort of thing.
The flamingo we thought was the last one, but I really think the Diamond Inn might be the last original motel there on that main part of the strip. You go a little further down past the Sphere, and there's lots of places. Yep. Lots of old school.
You know, it's funny because that's something we talk about a lot in Napa is maintaining older buildings and history and stuff, because Napa has not done it a lot, right? In the 70s, they whacked down a bunch of stuff and put up a clock tower that they thought was the end-all. And in the 90s, they ripped the clock tower back down. So, but think about that. I mean, when you think of towns like Napa or Long Beach or whatever, and they think about, the Art Deco periods, all the different periods, and now Vegas... Yeah, they're, thank heaven for the Neon Boneyard, because, yeah, you're losing some, I don't know, history plus.
Yeah. Real estate there on the strip set of
Yeah.
So I was just glad to see they haven't torn the pepper mill down yet. Very happy that's still around.
And of course, Harris, our little boy, he notices the Trump building. Remember our previous conversation, the kids there?
Oh, yeah.
But he's not. They're just being.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I know what his building's all gold.
It's true. But, so yeah, back to the Vegas shows and all that kind of stuff. They did an article, I think, in the Las Vegas Weekly recently about the disappearance of the old school Vegas, particularly around Elvis, and how a lot of that's going away. Used to have Neil Diamond shows and Frank Sinatra impersonator shows. I think they had a Frank Sinatra and what's her name? I can't remember, Barbara Streisand show. Things like that. They're all pretty much gone now. You do have the last Rat Pack show is there, and then I think one Elvis show.
But the other thing is, I don't think people stay that long enough to see all these shows, and like when you bring in your family or something.
Yeah.
And now there's all these big shows like Blab.
Yeah,
and One.
The competition's gotten
The Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil's taken over Vegas. It felt like.
Any Cirque shows?
I still haven't. I don't know how I've managed to continue to dodge it. I mean, I wanted to see one. And there was one in San Francisco that was actually like the one, and I still didn't end up going. Now, when I went on the Alaska cruise, they had something that was similar the last night, but it wasn't actually Cirque du Soleil. It was just similar. But no, I still haven't. So strange.
We've seen Love numerous times, of course, it's for Beatles fans, but we did also see, I think, Le Rêve, which wasn't as impressed with.
Because we were spoiled with
Yeah,
Love.
well, you can't say anything. All the dancing and acrobatics is phenomenal. So I would.
Yeah.
And once we saw a vampire show.
That was a burlesque.
It was a burlesque, very.
I heard about that.
kids.
I was going to go to that, but then the whole Vegas trip fell through. Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was very excited to get my picture taken with the main vampire.
All right.
And me too.
And me too. These contacts, which I love.
They should have sold those after the set. Just, probably not a good idea. Lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I've seen two Vegas classics.
Freezing.
And it's a shame. I almost was going to try to convince my friend Art to be here because he's seen actually from your time period, you're talking Vegas classic. But mine would be Tom Jones and Wayne Newton. His Vegas classic from back in your time period, or the vintage, would be Sam Butera, Louis Prima, and Keely Smith.
Louis Prima, absolutely. That would have been a show to see.
But he saw them in Vegas.
They were a lot in the lounge. Not even like the main attraction always. When they first got up there, they were just a lounge band. And they might have been the first.
See, I really appreciate that setup.
They're a little
Love is great, but their shows and lounge shows.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Wayne Newton, I don't know if he sold out his shares, but he used to own like half of the strips or had a big investment in a lot of the strips on Vegas. And he is currently doing a show. It's kind of like an evening, an evening with Wayne is doing it. So he'll sit down on the sofa, tell some stories, do some dancing, sing some songs, all that kind of stuff, which actually looked pretty cool. And I thought that would be a fun. I know the kids would hate it. They don't understand Wayne Newton the way I do. But, he's part American Indian. Did you know that? Native American, I'm sorry.
He always gets mad at me because he's Indian. I mean, Native American.
I have about 1/16 Cherokee Indian from back east. Mm-hmm. Cherokee Nation.
What about you?
I have about the same amount he has of the same tribe, Cherokee.
My great-grandfather at my mom's side, so I don't know how that all plays in. But yeah,
it's my grandfather it was his mother on my mother's side. So it's still my mother's side, but it's my one generation earlier, I think, than yours, I think. But it's all the same. I think Wayne is Navajo, I think.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, I think he's from that area.
I love it. Do you know any other cool, fascinating facts about Wayne Newton that you can share?
I can say this about the two shows. Tom was better musically. Wayne played more to the audience. Wayne should never sing Donkashane anymore. He's got this really deep, bluesy voice now, and it's like, don't go back to that high-pitched, girly stuff because it just sounds weird. Tom musically doesn't necessarily trip back so much. You know what I mean? He knows more to play to whatever he's doing now. Although I don't think he's there anymore. The reason I used to through work, we'd go to CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, and Tom Jones almost always seemed to be playing at the MGM at the same time the CES was going. But he wasn't the last time I went. So,
so I saw him back around to go. Yeah, that would be a show I'd want to see.
He's really good. Wayne, he's nice, but Tom's good. That's it. But Wayne does have the voice. It's just change the show.
That's why I love the tribute shows like Kiss, Elvis, Tom Jones, and just because I feel like they're capturing the highlight of those original entertainers. So it's not that I don't want to see the original entertainers, but usually if I try, I'm way in the back. It's a big, giant stadium. I can't see anything. I'd rather just be up front, pretending to see the real thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've been audiobooking the Tom Jones autobiography, and he's just at the point where he invents the concept of the dinner show in London at some club in 1967, and that's kind of like his turning point, and that's when he goes back to America. They get set him up with a show in Vegas at the Flamingo, I think, and it just he's at that point where he realizes he's doing something a little different, and the age of the rock festival, he's going a completely different route and having his own success, revolutionizing entertainment in a very different way.
Right.
So
he had a quite excellent comeback too. I do know a Tom bit of trivia. I think it's still true. He married his high school sweetheart and has only been married once.
Yep.
So yeah, wow.
I just read she passed away. They've been married the whole time.
Oh, I had not heard that. That's a shame. I can also say this: the shows I've seen, both times there were actually women there with panties.
There you go. I hear that still happens, man. That's just part of the fun if you're going to see it.
Absolutely.
I think Tom Jones was a necessity for women everywhere.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Elvis was a little more like into this kind of spiritual thing. He's kind of almost, you know what I'm saying? Like he gets elevated into the realms of some more of the iconic religious figures like Jesus by fans. And Tom Jones really that's just not even on the table. For him, it's just about the pure sexuality, the rock and roll, just throwing it out there. There's no mystical stuff about it. Right, the dance, yeah. The dancing. So
I know another.
They were best friends.
I know another Tom Jones trivia from something I saw. I think it was on I don't know, Graham Norton or somebody. Somebody was interviewing him when he was about the time period we were seeing him in shows, and he had that 200 pounds of muscle and whatever, and he was, I can't remember who he was doing the music with. And now I've lost my whole story. I'm sorry. What the hell?
Your hair looks great, by the way.
Fabulous.
Oh, thank you. What the hell was it?
Okay, so we were talking about more trivia. We're mentioning, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What's sprung that thought?
We were talking about Tom Jones.
We were talking about Tom Jones. I can't remember what it was, though. Can't remember. It was something. No, wait a minute. It was something he said. They keep falling off. It was something he said when they were interviewing him during that time period. What the hell was it? He talked a lot about whales. He talked about a phone booth. Can't remember.
I bet you it's on YouTube. We'll have to find it.
Could be.
He said 1,000 pounds of something.
200 pounds of heavenly joy. That was my favorite song he did at the time period. It's really cute.
Okay.
Really, really cute. And what is it? Jules Holland. It's on the album with Jules Holland.
Okay. We taped those.
I have one more interesting Tom Jones story that I got from the book that he and John Lennon never got off. There was a show back in '65, a British show that they were on at the same time, and Tom Jones was just new to the whole thing, just having his first hit, and John Lennon comes out and sees him at the sound check, and he's like, instantly, he's like, "It's not a unicorn, it's an elephant." And, Tom Jones calmed down in his chair, and John Lennon made some little remark to kind of, that's what John Lennon would do. He'd kind of throw an insult your way and cut you down to see how you reacted to it. And Tom Jones, that was something he took with it for years, and he said that there was a thing in the mid-'70s when they were doing some sort of charity thing, some big, evening gala in New York City that was televised or something. And at the end, when everyone comes out on stage and sings some big inspirational song, you're standing next to Lennon, and in the spirit of the whole thing, Lennon grabs his hand, because that's what everybody was doing. And Tom Jones was like, the wounds were deep, and he's kind of pushed his hand away. He says in the book. He's like, I really, looking back on that, I really regret that.
I'll bet. I remembered what mine was.
Go for it.
His music teacher. He was talking about his music teacher, and his music teacher was disappointed that he became a pop singer because he has a voice where he could have tackled opera and done it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think of that.
She wanted him to go there.
That operatic vibrato thing, the commanding voice.
But then who would be Jones the pop singer?
Maybe Pavarotti would have done it.
Exactly.
Can you imagine him busting out those moves live and shaking it up?
Not trading Friday. Freaky Friday.
Yeah, now there's a movie. Tom Jones, Luciano Pavarotti.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
That's kind of cool.
Anyway.
I like that. But yeah, the heart wants what the heart wants. He wanted pop music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love when he rocked out. Oh, I should have done Hot to Handle. I didn't learn anything because I couldn't think of anything. Las Vegas was so overwhelming for me.
I think you need to do a vintage Vegas.
Yeah.
Son of vintage Vegas.
I like.
Once upon a time, for a friend at Christmas, she really loved the song Caravan. So I went and found, when you first could download music, I went and found as many versions of Caravan as I could make. And I made her CDs, homemade CDs, and it was Caravan, Son of Caravan, Bride of Caravan. I can't remember, but I had 6 CDs. I even found some high school bands that played it.
Oh, wow.
That's the song I always request when I go see a live jazz band. Always that song. I love
It's
that
good, yeah.
Wow. Did we learn? Oh, Randy went to see Elvis last night.
What? Wait, which Elvis?
What do you mean?
Which
The
Elvis,
one
Randy?
that's still alive. Oh my God! Did you? Oh, Bubba Fett. You guys remember that movie?
Oh yes, yes. However, have I ever showed you my art piece?
Ooh, go get it. Randy, you went to a festival, right? And after, was it later Elvis or early? Or both? Did you get pictures?
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, we need headphones so I can hear what they're saying.
both.
It's all Elvis Jacks
Nice.
on an American flag, and it says, even if he did fake his death, someday he'll be gone anyway. Because,
Good point. Beautiful.
I love it. That's awesome.
well, the thing was, it was kind of, I suppose, dealing with my own parents' mortality, I suppose, because my mother was born the same year, and she'd talk about it and everything, and then you'd have this whole thing about he faked his death, and I really love that. I hope he's actually alive. But then I realized, well, there's going to be a point where when he's like 150, where nobody's going to believe he's still out there. Although,
Yeah, that's true.
and I worded it better than how I said it aloud, but basically.
I think he's up there partying with Jim Morrison, and they have a band.
Absolutely. And it just got really big recently. That band.
Oh, man.
I can't tell if Randy's trying to post something.
I can't tell either.
What are we going to do?
DannyVernon.com. Oh, that must be the Elvis he saw?
Mm. And then there's also...
Yep.
Oh, thanks for the link. There's also, we saw the Beatles tribute. So they go through, what is that show?
They do through, oh,
Yeah,
about
throughout
the costume
the year.
change. Yeah, you know, the typical,
And we're the audience.
you know, all that stuff. There's this thing called the Beatles show thing at Planet Hollywood. They do a lot of shows. There's a Hitsville show there, which I haven't seen, which is like the Motown Review. The Australian Bee Gees are there. They do have an Elvis show there as well. So it's kind of like, you know, the place you go to catch a lot of the tribute shows.
And since we're like huge vintage Vegas fans, it's like this is all we can get.
Yeah.
So it's like we'll without kids, we used to like taking walks and just seeing the up and coming performers still doing old Vegas.
It's true. And the Beatles, to their credit, did play Vegas on their 64
Oh yeah, I
tour.
saw that.
Yeah.
It's all black and white. Art Vargas.
There's a gentleman named Art
The
Vargas
Beatles
who's great. He does
The
like
Beatles
20
in Vegas?
I didn't know till I was searching. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
pretty impressive. The guy's got the moves and the whole sound and the look. Pretty incredible.
And
I
then
think
there's-
we have a link.
We do?
I don't know. I'm assuming you're typing that in there.
Oh, that's the guy that is worth checking out. He's super fun.
Yeah.
I put him on our Fabulous Playground playlist. I also put all the blow up buildings on our Fabulous.
It's got a
The
great.
imploding ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of fun while they did that for New Year's a couple of years. That was kind of fun. Better than the stupid ball.
We met a girl that was at that telling us about that. Were you there? Both were there. Maybe
Were you there?
no, a girl we met, a photographer,
Mhm.
just struck up a random conversation, and she was telling us about New Year's and that happened.
Which
You're
one?
right, I could see that. Which one was it she was telling us about?
I can't remember which one.
Can't either.
Like,
Oh, well.
Oh,
Gotta
So-
do finish Vegas, too. Hey, do they still have the... Do they still have the house underneath? Do they still have the house underneath the strip? I think that's gone even too, isn't it? There used to be an entire house underneath the strip that you could visit that was still like from the 50s or 60s. I didn't ever see it. I heard about it about the time I think it was leaving.
wow. We're gonna have to look that one
I have
up.
not. Yeah, that's something that is completely did not pass on our radar that I recall ever. And it sounds cool. So that's
Okay.
gone, you're saying?
I think it's
Yeah.
gone. I
Right.
think.
Oh,
It was near... It was mid-strip near, there used to be an old one that was still like a carousel or something. It's got to be gone by now. But it was somewhere near there, I think. And it was like an underground, it was on One of those on the HGTV where you guys get went. All right, so anybody who was still listening to that, it was on HGTV. One of those things about unusual homes. It's 7:40, and I'm the only person here. Hey, Randy's coming back. Thank you,
my
Randy.
computer blue screens all the time when I have the camera on, so I just kind of avoid it. But I didn't want to leave you all alone.
Why is it doing that? Why has mine ended up the most reliable? How is that possible?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Hi,
You guys
Elsie.
kept going. Hi.
Kinda.
Tomorrow, like I feel like everything is on, and I don't know how you all appeared.
Yeah, that guy that was with you disappeared
How
too.
did you all get into my room?
We'll never tell. That's it.
Come play.
You believe in magic.
Yeah, because
In a young girl's heart. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That's okay. Name that too.
It's a compulsion. Okay.
we got to close out with a song.
You're supposed to. That's the job. That's it. We're
Let's see, an Elvis song for Las Vegas.
Elvis or Beatles.
What is an Elvis song? Wise men
No,
say.
something happy and upbeat, like Burn in Love. So I keep repeating that one.
No. Live so. No, I don't know. Just a fuck up, burning love. Just a fuck up, burning love. Woo! A fuck up, burning love. A fuck up, burning love. Randy, you sing on this one.
Where's the words?
I'm kind of with him.
Yeah, it's one of those. All right, what do you want to close out with? We'll close it out with a song.
Let's see. What is a good song? For Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Do you know any Tom Jones?
It's not a unicorn, it's a thing. I wish we would actually play that version live and tell that story, just for.
That's good.
Yeah, I should know some more Tom Jones songs.
We're going to have to revisit Tom Jones.
Yeah.
I can't even think of what my other favorite song of his is from back in the '60s because it's not unusual and it's not it's one of his big ones, but it's not. It's like down at 6 or something or 7.
Like because Delilah's the one where doesn't someone get killed in that?
Yeah, that one's a good one too. Yeah, but yeah.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new? Pussycat, I love you. I don't know it.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah.
I think it does say that.
Took a lot of talking to do that one. And one other Vegas story, he went there first in 1964 or 5 or 6, somewhere around there, and he wanted to see Frank Sinatra in Vegas, but Frank Sinatra wasn't playing, but Mel Torme was, so he's like, I'll go see Mel Torme instead. Mel
Torme is good.
Audience does a quick, in part of one of his songs, he does a quick version of What's New Pussycat and winks at Tom, and Tom was flattered. So,
nice. Okay. Anything by him?
The Velvet Fog.
Coming home, baby. Coming home, baby. Whoa.
Oh.
Jack Frost living.
Randy's giving you the words for Viva Las Vegas.
Dressed up like you're going swimming because summer's coming and we're singing.
Everybody
Beautiful
knows.
Christmas song.
Turkey and some mistletoe.
It's so hot. We're like, oh my God. Help to make
The season.
This isn't even July. Haven't you ever noticed they play a lot of Christmas stuff in July? I don't know why it's like
Christmas in July. Yeah.
They do, like on ABC, because, you know, they're running out of programming, I guess. I don't know.
Many times, many ways. Merry
Merry
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Have a great.
It's not even July.
Oh! Silent Green is made out of